Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to take a look at another Transformers Legacy for you guys, but this time we have for the Legacy United series. Alright, so I went to Target, trying to find to see if there's anything new going on. They have some new stuff, but unfortunately, I didn't get anything for myself because, well, this 4-pack. Yes, this is the 4-pack. This is going to be for one of my boys. And if you've seen this, boy. Anyways, so the 4-pack we're going to take a look over is, this right here. This fucker right there. This is the Transformers Legacy United versus 4-pack. Now this 4-pack comes with 4 figures that you only get in on Target, which of course is nothing but a straight repaint. Each and every single one of them. So of course we got Deluxe Class Prime Universe Cliffjumper, Deluxe Class Beast Wars Universe Tarantulas, Deluxe Class G1 Universe Squeeze Play, and Voyager Class Cyberverse Universe Tarn. Now before we continue on, you guys do me a little bit of a quick favor, so I'll be right back. Hey you! Stop what you're doing! Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy your day. So this set costs about $80, but there was a 50% off deal going on, which is actually pretty good, so thank God for that. So I paid for a price about $74, so yeah. So this is what the package is going to look like, and by the way, they had window, yay! So of course, this is the packaging it's going to look like, and you can see each artwork right there looks fantastic. The one artwork I actually do like about is Squeeze Play, looks pretty cool. Nothing in the top right here, but mine as you can see right there. Unfortunately, the box is banged up, and I tried to find a perfect one. They don't have any perfect ones, so I was like, fuck, I might have no choice but to get this one right here. So yeah, so you see the top of the packaging, you see the 4 figures available, nothing on the bottom. On one side you got the half of the poster for the United, and there's the other half, pretty cool. And the back of the packaging showing off right here that you guys can see each and every single one of the figures. For Cliffjumper, transformed to 18 step. Tarantulas transformed to 20 step. For Squeeze Play, transformed for 1 step. But of course, he has his Headmaster partner, Locos, transform into only 1 step. And Tarn can transform into 27 steps. So yeah. So we're going to show you guys all the accessories first. And of course, it's going to be in one video. So we're going to start off reviewing Cliffjumper next to... we're going to start off with Cliffjumper first, then Tarantula, Squeeze Play, and lastly Tarn. Because I actually want to save Tarn for last. So yeah. So let's begin with the review. So here's all the accessory it comes with. Every single one of them is just straight repaints. This one is just a straight a retool of one of the previous figures. So yeah, like I said, I am going to show it off separately. This belongs to Chase. Now for the Chase figure, I had translucent blue plastic. Now for Cliffjumper, we have black plastic. You got Tarn right here. Just everything's changed. It does comes with a sword. It's actually pretty cool. The sword actually also belongs to Bludgeon. If you guys have the Bludgeon mode, Tarantulas, and of course Squeeze Play. So yeah. So let's take a look over Cliffjumper first. Also, forgot to mention the instruction is pretty thick. So yeah, and yeah. All right, let's take a look over as Cliffjumper first. So here it is, Cliffjumper in his vehicle mode. This is the Prime Universe version of this figure right here. And before we continue on, I know some of you guys are going to say, oh, Cliffjumper is one of the original figures instead of Chase. Okay, I understand this, but this is my video, so I'm going to say this. He's a straight repaint, a little bit of slight retool of the Legacy United Rescue by Universe Chase. Wish I don't have that figure. And by the way, this one is a giant pain in the ass. Anyways, the vehicle mode is representing a muscle car right there. Pretty good looking, I actually do like it a lot. The all red, you guys can see, because of course Cliffjumper, and he has the horns right there. Looks so fantastic. He does have some Autobot symbol, both sides right here. So one over here, and the other right here. Some nice mechanical detailing that they added in. And the one problem I actually do have is with the clear plastic right there, kind of make me nervous. So yeah. Bottom right here, it's not that much of it to say. Mine is just like a gap right there, but I understand that that's why there's a gap right there. It looks pretty weird, to be honest with you. Pretty freaky. Of course, you got the hand stores right there. The pipes are painted in pretty good. He does actually somewhat rolls, minus the wheels. Doesn't want to stay down all of them. So yeah, I have no clue why, but yeah. And the weapon storage, by the way, is pretty cool. I know most people say some of the weapon storage is stupid. Some of it are, but some of it are actually pretty cool. Now for this, you can actually connect it together. Oops, shit, gotta be very careful. I like the bulky. Why does it not even focus on this? What the fuck? I like the smoky black plastic. I don't know why. Like, it's so cool. I don't know why. I like it a lot. And you can see all weaponized. Like I said, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it looks stupid." Wee. Shut the fuck up. All right. To me, it looks okay. I don't care if it looks goofy or not. You're goofy. Anyways. So that pretty much does it for Cliffjumper. Now, before we take a look over at... No, wait, let's take a look over at Tarantulas. So, I was gonna do Squeeze Play next, but not Tarantulas next. So here it is, Tarantulas, which is a straight repaint and a slight retool, mostly with the robot head, of the Legacy Tarantulas figure, which unfortunately I don't have him. And this figure is representing the original toy during the 90s of Beast Wars, which a lot of people actually hate this figure. Alright, look, I understand the colors is terrible, it looks awful, but compare this one to your original toy and just have that nostalgic moment. Even if you guys grew up during the Beast Wars era, during the 90s, now you have a chance, now you have the new with the old, the new with the old. So yeah, just, I don't want to hear someone in the comments complaining, but this figure is still ugly, like your channel is so disappointing and depressing, you should have shut it down years ago. Do me a favor and get an actual job, you damn hippie. Look, I'm just sick and tired of people saying shit about this figure. To me, this figure actually looks pretty cool. And this is the first time I'm even messing with this figure. Same thing with this. So anyways, Spider Mode looks okay. Now, forgot to mention, if you guys are arachnophobia, just skip the video. So yeah, I forgot to mention one thing. The orange with the gold accent right there, and he has a little bit of green. I think this is like avocado green or something. I may not, it could be olive green. I don't, look, correct me in the comments. The eyes are painted in this like a silvery plastic right there. It kind of looks weird. Quality problem right here, by the way. You guys can see. Focus on the camera. That's one of the issues. All the legs are in a ball joint, so it does go up and down, side to side, and of course a full 360. So you could do another possibility for Spider Mode. So yeah. The head unfortunately does not move, so that kind of sucks. So yeah. He does have some weapon storage, which, by the way, these two right there, this one is representing from the Transmetal Tarantula, so yeah, pretty cool. So that one connected to right here in this peg, and that one, this is actually pretty important. Also, by the way, it does have the Predacon symbol on the thigh right there on the robot side, so yeah. Now this one is actually pretty important because you need to actually move this out of the way, and you want this connected to here. Make sure, gotta connect it all the way. Most people have some issues to it. Most people did not have issues with it. Fuck. And now I'm having issues with it. Don't do this to me. Come on, man. Don't be an ass. Come on. Don't be a bitch. Like your mama. There we go. I think I got it in perfect. Yeah, there we go. So there you go. If the Indic Design can make another repaint of this one right here, but with string on it, you can have it like dangling down. Same thing with Baccaracnia. Another weapon storage is stupid, but hey, it's actually pretty good. I like this figure a lot. So yeah. Now getting on with one of my favorite on the 4-pack, Squeeze Play. But before we do that, let's take a look over at Locos, his partner. So this is a Titan Master, by the way. Of course, Headmaster. But back in the days, what I remember during the Headmasters, during the Titan Return era, these little guys called Titan Masters, and these are like special type of Cybertronian, of course, representing of the 80s. and they look pretty cool. Now, the suckiest part is that they don't have much for articulation. But Locos right here, by the way, the detailing of this figure looks fantastic. I actually like the head sculpt because of the visor. You do have the robot head right here on Squeeze Play, looking fantastic, and I still remembering, I still have some of my Times Return figures, so yeah. He does have some articulation, tiny ball joint in the head. Well, of course, you could do the same thing in the robot mode. Let's go up and down, side to side a little bit. Arms can move that far because it's on a little tiny ball joint. Does move a little bit like that. Feet are connected together, so it does go up and down on the leg. You can bend the knee this way, or you can bend it all the way like that for the head mode. There you go. So yeah. So that's the Locos right here. And now we're getting on with Squeeze Play, which is actually one of my favorite figure from this 4-pack. Now, I don't know what kind of beast Squeeze Play is representing, but I do know this figure is representing one of the original characters from during the Headmaster era, but during the the Power Master era. So yeah, and I've seen a lot of people reviewing this figure, and they're still actually pissing me off today because nobody know how to store away the Titan Master. And one of my boys got me like information, like a lot of people are not reviewing this, like, oh, there's no way to store this. Well, before I show you that, painted sculpt of the detail in the beast mode looks pretty cool. Of course, it has like this giant cobra head right there with legs, and this fucker actually have claws. They can actually open it up. Which, by the way, you gotta be very careful with this because this is actually painted right there. Same thing, this part right here in the robot arms, which I will talk about for transformation, and it's actually pretty important. I like this a lot. Oh yeah, he is a heavy retool of Times Return Mind Wipe, which I actually have the Headmaster reissue version. I don't have the original Times Return version of it though. Also, I know someone who needs one, so if you guys do know who has an extra copy of Times Return Mind Wipe, please let me know, because one of my other boys, if he's watching this, if you know what I'm talking about, because you told me the story about your Mind Wipe figure, which I still feel bad for you, man. So yeah. And yeah, by the way, there's another munch back here. Yeah, the beast mode is, I know the beast mode doesn't have much, doesn't have any mouth articulation, no hair articulation, kind of sucks. Which, by the way, this part right here is the robot arms. This is the robot legs. This is the robot arm. But yeah, but he does have some good articulation in the beast mode. Arms can move. For fuck's sakes, come on, focus. Stop it. Arms can move up and down. Does go for 360 right there. Have a bend at the elbow, which is of course the robot knee. Pincers can open and close like that. Yeah. Fortunately, no waist articulation. And of course, this is part of the robot arm, but of course, it's the beast arm. So it does have a full 360 right there. Let's go in and out. And I guess a little bit of pivot, if you guess you call it that. So yeah. So weapon storage, by the way. Connect this piece right here to cover that up. You connect the gun back here. And of course, like a lot of people saying, oh, there's no way to put away this guy. What do we do? What do we do? Ladies and gentlemen, even though this is not, I don't think he even shown to the instruction, probably they did, but he opened this chest piece up. Now watch this. This is very important. You open this chest piece up. Then, what I like to do is bring the arms out like that. Have it in a sitting position right there. Most of the time, some of the Times Master figures will have it like this in a sitting position or like that. But of course, at the sitting position right there, store it in there. You close that in, and there you go. Now you have a way to store Locos. And you're welcome, by the way. And the other people who didn't show that part of the gimmick, shame on you. So that pretty much for Squeeze Play. Now getting on with the main entree, and also one of my favorite character and figure from the Transformers series, and of course for this series, Tarn. But this one, of course, is a Cyberverse universe Tarn, who is just a straight repainted, a slight redeco of it. And holy shit, this is actually a pretty good looking Tarn figure right there. And of course, without the extra add-ons of the weapons, but we're gonna show you that first off without it. It's gonna bring more lights of it because you can barely see this son of a bitch right there. Tarn is representing a Cybertronian military tank. Well, a Cybertronian tank right here. And if you guys already know about Tarn, good. If you haven't, well, long story short, Tarn is the leader of the DJD. And yeah, if you guys know about the IDW comics of this character, he is fucked up. So yeah. Now, I want to say one thing. The colors of they use him in person, fucking awesome. Tiny problem. Quality error. Well, quality control. Bullshit, by the way. One more thing. You want to be very careful with these pieces right there, because if you mess around with the transformation, they do have a tendency to pop off easily. So, yeah. Also, don't lose it. If you do lose it, well, you're completely fucked. So yeah. He does have the Decepticon logo on the front right here, and yes, it is actually clear plastic right there. Most of the other parts you guys can see is also clear plastic. Unfortunately, Tarn has one problem. Visible hand syndrome. That's the first problem. And pretty much that's it. Of course, this part right here is the robot legs. The head is down here. I did flip it to turn it around like that so it won't face in this part. So, yeah. And of course, the weapon storage is easy and simple. Now, here's the best thing about this figure is these two tabs right there that connect it to right there. And you want to connect barrel right there, connecting this side right here, and you want to connect it this part right here. I'd like to angle it to give it more. Okay, there we go. That was like, what the fuck? So angle a little bit right here. Now I know most people's gonna say, oh, well, there's no way to store the sword. Well, you do actually have some options on the storing right there. So one part you can store right here, one there, one there. I actually store, mostly I like to store it here, but since there's another side over here, there we go. Connect this bitch in. Fuck. There we go. Come on. There we go. Bitchin'. There we go. I know a lot of people say, oh, the sword storage just sucks. Do you ever own the bludgeon mode and think, okay, there's no way to do it? So yep. Oh, forgot to mention one thing. There's also, you can store one up here. Shit. Okay, probably not. No, maybe for now I could probably store it to here. So yeah. I actually do like Tarn so much, and of course we are gonna get him again during the United series, and hopefully I can find him soon because I never have Tarn. So yeah. So that pretty much that's it for every single one of them in Beast at vehicle mode, every single one of them. So yeah. So I might have to stop the recording for a bit because I need to do another video. Well, this is, of course, going to be the same video, but I need to like continue on because this is going to reach like almost to the 20-minute mark. So yeah. So I'll be right back. Plus, I need to drink my coffee also. So yeah. All right. Transformation. Let's start off with Cliff Jumper first. Move these guys out of the way. Okay. Gotta angle those stupid tripod legs. So yeah. So the first thing to do is by removing all the accessories off of them. The first thing to do is by opening the side, the mufflers right here, which by the way, it is very difficult to connect it back in for robot and to robot to car, and long story short, it's the giant pain he has to deal with. So anyways, next thing to do is untap the arms, bring it out like that, untap, bring it out like that. Next thing to do is by carefully move this out of the arms out of the way, move this up, and you want to bring it all the way up like this. Then you want to twist the body around full 360. I think I gotta fuck that up right there. Yep, there we go. Now for the arms, by the way, there is a problem with it, which there's actually no way to connect it in. I think it's the same thing. I know one of my boys told me about this, but still, it's a giant fucking pain to deal with. Next thing to do is by flipping this piece up, and you want to bring this down. There's a slot right there you guys can see to connect it to this hole right there. That will connect it like that, nice and perfectly. Twist the head around full 360. Close this back in. And like I said, for this part, for the arms, yeah, there's no fucking way to deal with this. So I'll be right freaking back. Yeah, there's no way to that, so let's keep going. By the way, this is Curse. Okay, before we actually continue on with this, I want you guys to take a screenshot of this and think of a meme of this. And I'll probably give you a shout out on Twitter, and yeah, pretty much that's it. Just think of a meme of this, and yeah. Now for the legs. First thing to do is split this half, and you want to make sure the kneecaps are facing forward because you want to fold everything become to the leg. But before we actually do that, flip this piece up, the front lights right there. Next thing to do is by flipping this piece, and you want to bring this down, become the foot of the robot. Then you want to bring all of this down right there. And before we continue on, okay, all of this down right here. Now this will collapse in, and these two tabs will connect it to right there. So collapse this in. I did have some issue, by the way, trying to figure out how to fold it out, mostly because this is actually pretty stiff, and for some reason the ankle pivot is facing this way. But yeah, this is actually kind of cursed. Yeah, that's during the fucking transformation, which is kind of stupid. Now do the same thing on the other side of the method. Do it like this. Flip it up. Flip this. Bring this down. And by the way, this tab connects in this peg right there, so yeah, connect it in. Collapse this in. Collapse this in. Collapse it. I can't even fucking speak right. Enter new meme to fucking fuck a bitch. Now make sure you straighten everything out. You got Cliffjumper in his robot mode done. Now we're getting on with Tarantulas. Grab the little spider boy right there. Now transform him. First thing to do is by removing his accessories. First thing to do is bring out the legs like that. This will pop out. By the way, there's a small peg right there. I'm going to straighten out the feet. There's a tiny peg right there that connected it right there, so that's actually pretty good. But for now, let's extend out the legs for the moment and have it like this angle for now, because you want to untab the both side of the tarantula and the spider, and you want to bring this out. Now this is going to be very messy. Disconnect the abdomen of the spider. Then you want to twist it around. Make sure it's facing like this. Bring the legs down for now. Now bring the spider head out like that. It's on a double hinge. And you want to, before you do anything, don't be a bitch. This will connect to over here like that. And you want to straighten out the legs. Now the arm is going to be actually pretty difficult and tricky, because mostly because of this shit right here. Now bring the arms down. And you want to fucking, how is it facing? Seriously? Okay. Okay, so let's see. You want to bring this piece 4 like that. Now for the rest of the spider legs, you have some options, but for me, I like to have them facing back. So, by the way, they do pop off easily, so be very careful with it. I like to facing back that far, but this actually looks pretty ugly. You have some options of it, so I'm probably gonna have them like this so far. So yeah, bring the arms down. Just make sure you have everything lined well. Bring the spider legs back like that. I know some people's gonna say you have it facing the wrong way. Yeah, but you have a lot of options to do it, so plus this giant pain he has to deal with, so yeah. Okay, there we go. And there you have Tarantulas in his robot mode. Done. Now for my favorite figure, Squeeze Play. First thing to do is by removing both the accessories out and taking Locos out. Because first thing to do is transform Locos into his head mode. Close the chest. Fold the arms down. Fold up the legs. There you go, you got the head ready to go. The camera's not even focused. Let's starting off with shit. Well, first thing, disconnect this. Then you want that connecting like this. There you go. Next thing to do is bring down the robot legs like that, facing forward. Open up, become the feet of the robot. This will have some ankle pivot, which is actually pretty cool. And it's actually tapped in. There's a little tap right then, and it's actually hold very well. Pretty cool. Now make sure you move these parts out of the way, but before we actually do that, I forgot to push this down because you actually want to move this to the side. Now connect that fucker in. Fold out the chest, like so. Straighten out the figure. Now for the arms, easy. And this is actually pretty important, so be very careful with it. Disconnecting the arm very gently and carefully, because let's twist this around. This is kind of stiff from this copy, to be honest with you. I don't like it. Flip out the arm. Now this piece right here, you guys can see it is painted in, so be very careful while you folding it out and folding in, or you will ruin the paint. I don't know why they painted in. Same thing on the thigh. I don't know, no clue why they actually painted in. Pretty stupid, to be honest with you. And I actually kind of like it. They have it like this as a gun, but yeah. And you do the same thing on the other side. Oh yeah, make sure you're facing, have these out. Forgot to mention that. Now flip out the arms carefully without scratching the paint. Twist the arm facing forward. Ignore that part. My monster's being stupid. Fuck. And lastly, just bring the head in. This is going to bring nostalgic moments for everybody, so just ignore the background, just my mom's being a fucking idiot, ruined everything, like she always does for my life. Fucking bitch. And there you have Squeeze Play and its road mode. Fucking awesome. I still love this figure so much. Now we're getting on with the last one. Ignore the background sound. My mom's still being stupid. Now, for Tarn, take out the sword. Take out the tread part. For no reason, disconnected. Voice so fucking fast. Now you want to twist this piece facing this way, and you want to, of course, disconnect this. Of course. So yeah, these will probably pop off, so if I were you, carefully disconnected. So I'm going to do the same thing for now, so these won't get in the way. Now let's put them to the side for now. So to transform him, untap this part right here, and you want to unpeg the side right there, face it like that, and you want to, shit, this part also confusing. You want to bring this part out like that, disconnect this piece, become the robot legs, bring the foot down like that, split the legs, oh yeah, split it like that. You just send a little hook, so there you go. Oh boy. Fold this like this, close this piece up like that, bring out the arm, flip it like that, and you wanna, oh yeah, I forgot to take this off, disconnect this for a bit, face, god damn. Make sure you move everything out of the way. Fold, clap this in. Make sure this is in. I didn't even show it to the camera, I'm an idiot. Face the head facing forward like that. Something like that. Flip the wrist around like that. I got one arm done. I have this piece folded up like that, I guess. I was on a double hinge in this little bastard. Might deal with that later. Connect that piece in, flip this wrist around, and I'll be right back. So I kind of screwed up one part, is you have to turn it around, and you have to connect that piece in. Be right back once again. Once again, I've been interrupted by Lord Bitch McGee right there. Anyways. Now, carefully connect those in. I got it the wrong way. Yeah, so connect that in, connect that in. And there you have Tarn in his robot mode. So before we're going to show off the articulation of every single one of the figures, let's do a little bit of size comparison with all of them. So you can see, of course, the other three Deluxe class figure. If you imagine Tarantulas without his legs, so yeah. Yeah, Tarn is the only figure who's tall enough compared to the others, so yeah. So let's take a look over Cliffjumper first. Let's move these out of the way. And here is Cliffjumper. Like I said, this is just a straight repaint and a slight retool. Well, of course, the figure is a heavy retool of Chase, so yeah. So anyways, the old red, you guys can see, looks fantastic. But now with hints of gunmetal gray, this figure look awesome. Minus the problem is this. There's no way to connect this part because the arm is so fucking floppy. The wing piece right here does interfere with the arm articulation, pissing me off so much. But that's how it is like the Chase figure. But the one thing I actually do like about is the head sculpt. You guys can see looks so fantastic. Compared this to the original Prime Cliffjumper, this is actually looking awesome. And of course, for weapon storage, for everything right here, just plug the side right here. And of course, the claw, there's peg here, here. But of course, you want to slide it in, and there you go. But most people don't actually want to see this because it's not accurate like the figure. So for the people who want to see accurate, I was gonna say suck it up, but I'll do it for you, ungrateful bastards. It's gonna suck. They only give us like only one blaster each, only one blaster for cliff jumper. So yeah, there you go. It kind of sucks, but well, that's Hasbro. Articulation wise, head is on a ball joint, so it does go for 360. Head can go up and down, pivot a little bit side to side. Arms does go forward 360, but minus the wing piece in the way, so that's kind of sucks. Arms does go in and out. Shoulder can shift up and down, but that's not part of the articulation because it's an issue. Swivel at the forearms right there. 90-degree bend at the elbow. Wrist does go in and out like that, so that's actually pretty cool. Full 360 at the waist. Leg can go forward, not that much back. Does go in and out. You got a thigh swivel, 90-degree bend, and the ankle pivot can go this way, but if you break his ankle, this is curse. So articulation is kind of a bit limited to this figure, but with the multiple issue with this fucking jackass half, yeah, Cliff Jumper is kind of, I think, is one of the weakest, so yeah. Alright, let's get on with Tarantulas, for now, finally. And here it is, Tarantulas. Which, of course, everybody hates this figure, because it's ugly. Like I said, this is representing the original Beast Wars toy, so look it up on Google. Anyways, the head sculpt, by the way, is okay. And of course, it's gonna look weird because it almost looked like the original toy version of Black Arachnia, and somewhat of it, I guess. But it does look great, to be honest with you. Of course, the color is just out of whack. I don't know why they added purple in, but yeah. But it has some nice sculpting and detailing of the head sculpt. And like I said, he does have the Predacon symbol on the thigh right there, so yeah. So articulation wise, ball joint at the head, he does go, you can look up and down, pivot side to side. Full 360 on the arm right there. You have a little bit of butterfly joint, but that's during the transformation. Arms can go in and out a little bit because of this piece right there. A little bit of 90-degree bend, but that's during the wrist part of the elbow. The arm does go full 360, but does for the transformation. We do have a somewhat of a waist swivel, but this piece is in the way, so yeah, so you can move side to side. Legs can go forward, backwards, does go in and out. Do have a thigh swivel, a double bend at the knee, and a super pivot, so yeah. And I'll be right back. Gotta stop the recording again because it's gonna reach the 20-minute mark, so yeah. But once again, this is actually a pretty good figure, so you do have a bunch of options for articulation. And if you guys remember the Evo Fusion for this, which I am going to regret doing so, I think it's like that. If I can remember. I mean, the combination of this. But yeah, it does look dumb. So the only best way to do is just give him his weapons. And just be very careful with it. And go with the weapons on, and yeah. So that pretty much does it for Tarantulas. Now for Squeeze Play, of course, still one of my favorite figures. And like I said about Squeeze Play, he's a heavy retool of Mind Wipe, so yeah. And this figure looks so awesome, even with the head sculpt. Oh my god, it looks fantastic. The purple with the blue, black, tan, the original, like the original toy. So awesome. You do have an issue, which is the backpack kibble. The beast kibble back here. I also forgot to mention one thing for Tarantulas. The kibble in the back. Yeah. But damn, this figure is so fantastic. I like it a lot. He does have the Decepticon symbol right there, and of course representing his stat right there, but it's not even fully painted in, so that's kind of sucks about it. This piece does get in the way for arm articulation like that, so that's kind of sucks about it also. So there's not much of it to say about it. The figure is cool, but this thing is in the way, which by the way, articulation wise, head is on a tiny ball joint, so it does go full 360. Let's go up and down a little bit, side to side. Arms on a ball joint, so let's go forward that far, not that much back, but if you have it on a certain angle, guess a full 360 like that. Shoulder can move up and down like that. Arms does go in and out. You do have a swivel at on the forearms, which is very stiff. I don't know why. Just kind of nervous about that. A double bend at the I was gonna say knee, but elbow right there. The wrist can go up and down like that, but that due to the transformation. You do have a full 360 at the waist right there. Legs can move forward that far, back that far. Does go in and out. Thigh swivel right there. 90-degree bend and a perfect ankle pivot right there. Not much, but it's close enough. And of course, the weapon add in. There you go. With the weapons on. So yeah, pretty cool. Now for the last figure for today, which is Tarn, the coolest Decepticon ever. Just gonna bring the lights in because you can barely see anything right here. Anyways, like I said, this is actually one of the best Voyager class figure that Hasbro ever made for the Legacy line, and I was gonna say Tarn is so cool. And you can see the head sculpt, by the way. If I can move in closely, zoom in closely, and hold the camera like that, you can see the head sculpt right there looking awesome. He does have some light piping right there, but unfortunately, I don't have anything for that. But I think I could bring the lamp right here, so yeah, you can barely see the eyes glowing, so yeah. But this figure actually looks so awesome. Like, there's no kibbles interfering, like, no, like, nothing in the back. Like, the back looks fantastic. Flush, perfectly well. Even the legs look so awesome. Like, oh my god, this is so cool as shit. And the detailing right there, fantastic. Articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint, does go full 360, does go up and down, side to side pivot. So side to side, so yeah. Arms can go full 360 right there. Arms can go in and out. Do have a thigh, so you have a swivel with the bicep. Over 90-degree bend right here. You do have a wrist articulation. You do have some finger articulated, but that's all together. Swivel at the waist, but not full 360. It's gonna go side to side. Leg can go forward that far, back that far. Goddamn. Legs can go in and out like that. And for some reason this part does move, and that's kind of make me nervous. Yeah, like this part moves. I'm actually kind of am nervous. You do have a thigh swivel right there, but not the full 360. Perfect. A little bit over 90-degree bend, and you do have an ankle pivot, just a little bit like that. So somewhat of a good articulation. And I'll shut off this stupid Evo Fusion, but connect all of this together if I can. Okay. So connect these two together. I'm only going to do it once because this actually looks pretty dumb. Is there actually a way to connect that to this? Probably not. Yeah, there's actually no way to connect these together, but of course, can actually, like the original Tarn, slap that in. You can see his double barrel fusion cannon right there. Yeah, boy. So awesome. And of course, look at him with the sword right there. Shit. Wrap his finger around it. And there you go. Oh. Well, this part is just for the transformation, but yeah. And there you go. He looks awesome on that. So yeah. All of them together with the weapons on. Let's bring in everybody in here. There we go, like all of them together. Damn, looks fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna give him the final pose to give you guys my final results, so I'll be right back. Overall, this 4-pack is actually pretty good. I do recommend to have this in your collection, so yeah. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna end this right here, so have fun, so safe from always. I'm out.